When Israel's ambassador to the United Nations spoke outside the Security Council on Sunday, he said this is Israel's 9/11. Meanwhile, in a PBS NewsHour interview, Israel's ambassador to the United States said this is, as someone said, our 9/11. While the phrase might seem logical, Israel's 9/11 is already being used as a huge propaganda weapon by Israel's government, which is now engaged in massive war crime against civilians in Gaza after the mass murder of Israelis by Hamas last week. On the surface, an analogy between the atrocities just suffered by Israelis and what happened on September 11, 2001 might seem to justify calls for unequivocal solidarity with Israel. But horrific actions are in progress from an Israeli government that has long maintained a system of apartheid while crushing the basic human rights of Palestinian people. What is very sinister about trumpeting Israel's 9/11 is what happens after America's 9/11. Wearing the shroud of victim, the United States proceeded to use the horrible tragedy suffered inside its own borders as a license to kill vast number of people in the name of retaliation. Now underway, Israeli collective punishment of 2.3 billion people in Gaza is an intensification of what Israel has been doing to Palestinians for decades, but Israel's extremism more than ever touting itself as a matter of self-defense. On Monday, Israel's defense minister described Palestinians as beastly people and said, "We are fighting animals and are acting accordingly." Indiscriminate bombing is now happening, along with a cut of food, water, electricity and fuel.